Alright, thanks for checking out my channel. Today I'm going to be working on a dishwasher. Specifically, that dishwasher there. It's a Maytag Performa. And I've made a few repairs in the past on this dishwasher, and it's old. In the case of this dishwasher, the failure is it's not filling with water. Now there's a few things that could be that are simple to check, like the float. You want to make sure that it's working and that the switch is clicking and making a connection, which this is. There's no problem there. You also want to make sure that your water valve is being activated. There's a lot of times that it fails. However, that's not this case. The water valve's new and the switch is working fine for the float. And I know what the problem is with this. It has a short, and I'll show you where that is and why these models are prone to short there and how to fix it. Okay, the problem on this one is going to be inside this door here. Now, it's filthy, obviously, because the dishes didn't get washed. So I'm going to pull out the racks of dirty dishes. So what I'm going to do is show you where at in this door, how to take out some screws and get to the problem. So let's grab some tools. I'll show you what you need and we'll get back to you. Okay, so I went up to the garage and I picked up a few tools, and I'll show you what I got here. So you need a T20 Torx bit. Let's go ahead and slide that in real quick. And we'll run the door. Now this is on a spring, and you'll see that'll be a pain here in a little bit. It's kind of an inconvenience, but go ahead and just pull the screws out. Don't throw them in there because they'll go into a place you don't want them to be at, and that's into the grinder. It grinds up the particles of food that you don't get off your plates, and the dishwasher takes care of for you. So we'll take out these screws. Not too bad. Put them up on top here. Okay, so I have all the screws that are removed. They're sitting there. And then you just lift this off. You can see where I've repaired this in the past. This is supposed to be metal all the way across here, and the metal's deteriorated. Same here. So I've used foil tape, like you use on ductwork, to repair it. Okay, all I did is I have not even a gallon. It's about that much of vinegar here. I just set it on the door. Enough weight to keep it down. What I'm going to do now is take this door and just set it off to the side. Now, of course, this is unplugged, obviously. If you don't know to do that, you shouldn't be working on these. There you go. You can see I got a broken wire. And this is where the fault is. These wires, they go through as a bulk, and they can't handle being bent and moved around like this. So this is what happens. So I'm going to show you what you need to do to make this wire a little bit more accessible further down into the dishwasher. Basically, I'm trying to get to this screw here. I know I also need to remove the corresponding screw on this side. Now on these screws down here, not the ones that are under the door, but these screws down here that are further down, just unscrew them a little ways because they're slotted. I should say the panel's slotted. So if you unscrew it just a little ways, you can then just lift it out. And you can see the screws are still in there. I'm going to remove these two screws also to take off this strain relief. Now you can see the strain relief is being removed and exposing all the wires. And the wire that I'm concerned with is, I believe, this color right here. Now I'm just going to refer to it as this color because I'm colorblind and I have no idea what the color is. I can kind of see the differences on some of the colors, and I can tell this is a bright color, at least it is in my eyes. It looks like the color that was on the top side. Okay, now with that strain relief removed and the door open underneath, you can see I can pull these wires up and I can access a little bit more. Okay, I wanted to show you what I'm using here, and it's just a butt connector, 16 to 14 gauge. And all you do is just slip this on the end of the wire on either side and then crimp it down. Okay, so you can see that I've got this crimped on now on both ends, and it's a tight fit. It isn't going anywhere. Okay, now that I got that all taped back up, now the strain relief is screwed back into place and the wires are being held in position. So let's go back to the top side, take a look at it, make sure everything looks good. And you can see there's a little bit of a pinch that's going on there and some movement, but nothing crazy. Grab the panel, again with the wire still connected, so there's got to be twisted around a little bit because of the way I did it. Now if you want to disconnect that switch for this door, you can do that. I just prefer not to. One less thing that could possibly break. And then we got to position this back in place so the water runs into the dishwasher, not through the door. Okay, so I got all the torque started by hand. Let's go ahead and just start running them in. Alright, so that's done up top here. Everything looks pretty good. What I'll do now is I'm going to leave this door off, and I'm going to run it to make sure that there's no shorts and that water is actually entering back into the dishwasher. If you do any kind of wiring at all and you're not 100% sure, get yourself a tester like this one here, and this will test if there's any live voltage in the housing. So I have the dishwasher plugged in. As you can see right back there, it's that gray plug that's on top. And then we'll go ahead and have it on heavy wash and close this and listen for the water to run in. Okay, the first cycle that you hear on the dishwasher is drain. And what that's doing is draining any liquids that you have in the bottom of the dishwasher from cups and dishes that might have had liquid on them when you put it in there. And now you hear the fill mode. And I'm going to put this here close so you might hear that. So it sounds like that it's working okay now because it wasn't filling before. And you can see there's water coming in. Although the door is open, it's going to continue to do that until the pressure is relieved. Okay, so you can see now that everything's all buttoned back up. That panel's back on there, and the dishwasher's running. It's doing everything it can. Let's go ahead and open it up. I'll show you. See, water everywhere. That means it's working just fine. You can see that the level's all the way up to the float. Well, that's it. That's a common repair that's going on with these, and I wanted to show you that it's not too difficult to fix if you just have a little bit of know-how and a couple of special tools there. Just mainly one, a T20, which that's not really special at all. I hope that you like this video, and if so, click like or subscribe, and I'll know that you want to go in this direction with some of my other videos. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching.